This is the mathematics part from paper 2 and question number 81 to 120. So first question number 81. For matrices of same dimension M, N and scalar C, which one of these properties does not always hold? So here are the properties of matrices of same order or same dimension. Here M transpose of transpose is equal to M. This is correct. And in the question given that does not hold always, C M whole transpose is equal to C M transpose. This is also correct. M plus N whole transpose is equal to M transpose plus N transpose, and this is also correct. But this is not correct. M into N is not equal to N into M. So this one is the answer here. Next question number 82. The system of linear equations is given here, and we have to find out what type of solution it is having. Option A, unique solution. Option B, infinitely many solution. Here option C is no solution, and option D is exactly two solutions. So if we consider this question, here this one is matrix A and this one is matrix B, and we have to find out A, B, C to comment on the solution. So by linear algebra method we can comment on the type of solution by finding out the rank of the matrices. So first we will find out the rank of matrix A. So you can also do the row operation to make it echelon form, and then you can find out the matrix. But what I first check, if the matrix is a singular, that means the determinant of the matrix is 0, then the rank will not 3, or the rank is not the maximum order, maximum row or number of column. So here the order is 3 cross 3. So I check that it is singular or not, because it is easier than that of forming it to be echelon form. So first I check the determinant and it is coming to be 0. That means it is a singular matrix. And now the 2 cross 2 matrix we have to find out, and 2 cross 2 matrix, what we are getting, that it is not non-zero, determinant is non-zero. So rank is 2. So rank is 2 for A matrix. Then we have to find out the augmented matrix. What is augmented matrix? Matrix A side by matrix B. Matrix B is a single column matrix. This is a column matrix. So this is augmented matrix. This one, from this to this is A matrix, and this column is only the B matrix. This is wholly called is the augmented matrix. And to find out the augmented matrix rank, we have to find out also, I will check without that echelon form, because this one is echelon form takes more time in case of this type of questions. So we know that first this A matrix has a determinant 0. If I check the sub matrix, that means another sub matrix 3 cross 3 matrix, this one we are also getting determinant is also getting 0. I have already calculated this one, and what I am finding, this matrix I am also finding that its determinant also 0. That means the 3 cross 3 matrix of this 3 cross 4 matrix is 0. All the matrices are 0. That is why I can say that it is also having the rank of 2. That means rank of A bar B, that is augmented matrix, is equal to also 2. That means what we are getting here, we have finalized that rank of A is equal to rank of AB is equal to 2, which is smaller than 3. 3 is the number of variables A, B, C. So what it says? It says that it has infinitely many solutions. If rank of A is equal to rank of augmented matrix is equal to 3, then it will have unique solution, and it will be option B. But here what we are getting, rank is 2, which is smaller than the number of variables. If rank of A is not equal to rank of B, what will happen? It will have no solutions. Next question is here, which one of the following statements is not true for a square matrix A? If all the principal minors of A are positive, all the eigenvalues of A are also positive. This is true. Next is, if A is upper triangular matrix, the eigenvalues of A are diagonal elements of its. So it is also true. Next is option C is, if A is real symmetric matrix, the eigenvalues of A are always real and positive. This is not true, because eigenvalues are always real, not positive. It may be positive or negative. So here option C is the answer. Option D is given also a true statement. If A is a real matrix, the eigenvalues of A and A transpose are always same. This is a true statement. So here answer is option number C. Next question, question number 84. A scalar valued function is defined as f of x is equal to x transpose A x plus B transpose x plus C, where x is symmetric positive definite matrix. Is symmetric positive definite matrix. This one is the main point. Dimension is n cross n. B and x are vectors of dimension n cross 1. N cross 1. The minimum value of fx will occur when x is equal to, yes. So here you may be confused with this problem. So we generally suppose we are having a function f of xy is equal to something in terms of x and y, and we have to find out the minimum value of f of xy, minimum value of f of xy. So what we will use? We will use the derivative, partial derivative. That means first what we will do, del f by del x, del f by del y, and then we will do del square f by del x square and del square f by del x del y, and so on. We will find all the values, and then we will equal to, this one will be equal to 0, this one will be equal to 0, and from this we will find out x and y value, x and y values. This is the partial derivative method, partial derivative method to find out the minimum of a function. In this is in the calculus, but in this question what is given? F is a function of matrix. So what we will do? We will use the similar method to find out the minimum value. So here I have taken an example so that we can explain this one. This will be a lengthy problem to understand. So first thing is, what is given? A is a symmetric positive definite matrix. Symmetric, first thing, positive and definite matrix. That means we are considering n is equal to 2. That means order is equal to 2 cross 2. So I am considering A is equal to P Q Q R. As it is a symmetric matrix, I am retaining here Q and Q in both these places, and here X is XY and Y B is AB. I am considering this one. So we will perform all the performances. What is given function here? Function given here xt x transpose A x. X transpose means xy in row form, then A and then x, and then B transpose means AB and then x plus C. C is a constant. So here the multiplication will be row into column, row into column. What will happen? Px plus qy plus xq plus y r, x plus this will be a row matrix, simply multiplication, and xy will be remain same as previous, and this is simply multiplied x plus by plus c, and this will be again, this row will be multiplied with this column, and this will be px square plus qxy plus qxy plus ry square plus ax plus by plus c. So this one is the next step, and what we are getting, if we are getting this one plus c. So if we take this one, consider this one is the f of x. What I will do? F of del f by del x, first derivative, first differential. What will be the first differential? If we differentiate this function with respect to x, what we will get? First, this one is 2px plus 2qy, then this will be 0, this will be a only, this will be 0, this will be 0. So this is the del f by del x. Similarly, del f by del y is this one. So we will equate to these things, will equate to 0, and we have to find out what is x and what is y. So when we are equating this to 0, what we are getting that, and again we are converting it to the matrix form, we can write it to be 2 into p q q r. Here 2 we can take common from first equation and also second equation, wholly common, and this a and this b will be taken to the right hand side and will be negative. So this is the matrix. Again x here, y x y. So we can convert it to the matrix form to form matrix like this, So here matrix becomes this much. So here this one is a, already we have taken that this one is a. So here 2ax is equal to minus b. because b is a b only, what we are getting here minus, so 2ax is equal to minus b, so ax will be equal to minus b by 2, minus b by 2. Again x is equal to a minus a inverse b by 2, minus a inverse b by 2. This one is the x value. For this x value, is this value, if we put this x value to the function, we are getting minimum value or maximum value. We have to verify that one, because we have already find out a point for which this may have a extreme point, that means this may have a maximum or minimum point. To prove that it is a minimum, we have to go further. That means m is equal to, suppose del square f by del x square is equal to 2p, derivative of that one. Again I have done that one is equal to 2p, which is greater than equal to greater than 0, because in the question given that A is a symmetric positive definite matrix. That means it have P, Q, and R all are positive elements. So 2P will be a positive value. Similarly here 2Q will be positive value and 2R also will be positive value. And what are P, M, N, P? M and P are del square f by del x square, P is equal to del square f by del x del y, and I have already explained the method, and you may have know that from the calculus also, how to find out the minimum or maximum value for a partial differential equation, using partial differential equation. So here mn minus p square is equal to this much. Mn, here m is 2p, n is 2r, p is 2q. So mn minus p square is this much. But given that a is positive definite, that means this one is greater than 0. This one is greater than 0, because this is a is given to be positive definite. That means this one pr minus q square is the determinant of a, because what we have taken a is here, a is this one. What will be the determinant? Pr minus q square, and as it is a positive definite, this is greater than 0. So we will go to that point. So here it is greater than 0. As it is greater than 0, this is a minima. This point what we are getting is a minima. So x is equal to minus a inverse b by 2. So what we are getting here is the option minus 1 by 2, here is written to be 0.5 a inverse b. So here D is the answer. This is actually one of the previous year GATE question, that is why this is so lengthy and complicated, but this is the answer. Next question number 85. Given that determinant of a matrix A is A, the determinant of matrix minus 2A each. So here if we multiply a constant k to the matrix of n cross n matrix, then its determinant will be k to the power n into determinant of a previous matrix. So here matrix order not given. First thing, here matrix order is not given that determinant of a matrix is A. So we cannot say that what will be the multiplication, like that what will be the multiplication. So here I have analyzed all the options. So first thing, as here minus 2 is multiplied, so minus 2a, that is order is 1 cross 1, and this is not a matrix. If I multiply, if this one is a matrix and I will multiply minus 2 to this one, then its determinant will be minus 2 to the power n into determinant of a. This will be the answer. But in the option or in the question, n value is not given. N value, that is the order of matrix, is not given. That is why I will consider first option. First option is minus 2a. That means n is equal to 1. N is equal to 1 means this is not a matrix. This is an element. This is not a matrix. So option A is not correct. Next thing is 2a. Small 2a. Sorry, small. There is no small 2. 2a, 2 small a, that means here is its value is a. 2a means it is minus 2 has any integral power, so that we can get positive 2. Is there any value? There is no value, because First, if I put 1, it will be minus 2. If I put 2, then it will be plus 4, not plus 2. So this is not possible. This is not possible. Next is option, we will consider the option D. Option D is 8a. When it will be 8, when it will be 8, when it will be 3, when n will be 3, this will be minus 8, minus 8a, not 8a. So this is also not true. This is also not true, or the answer. So here I can consider option C to be the correct answer, and n to be 3, for n is equal to 3, k to the power 3 into a mod, or a determinant, is equal to minus 8a. So here answer is 3. Answer is C. Which one of the following describes the relationship among the three vectors? Here are the three vectors: I cap, j cap, k cap, 2i cap, 3j cap, k cap, and 5i cap, 6j cap, 4k cap. Three vectors are given. I have to find out what is the relationship among the three vectors. So to find out that one, I have taken the coefficient matrix, and from the coefficient matrix what we are getting, that the determinant is 0. That means as the determinant is 0, the vectors are linearly dependent. If it is non-zero, then it is linearly independent. Next question is, which one of the following equation is correct identity for arbitrary 3x3 real matrices P, Q and R? Here are the three matrices, 3x3 matrices, and we have to find out which of the following is correct. So here this is distributive property, P into Q is plus P into R. It should be P into R, but what is given, that R into P. So this is not correct. Next one is P minus Q whole square is equal to P square minus 2PQ plus Q square. So this is also not true, because when we are multiplying this one, this will be, one part will be PQ and another part will be QP. So we cannot, and these are not equal. In case of matrices, commutative property, multiplication commutative property is not obeyed. So this is also not true. Next is determinant of P plus determinant of Q is equal to determinant of P plus determinant of Q. This is also not true. So in the last, it is given that P plus Q whole square is equal to P square plus PQ plus QP plus Q square. So this is correct. So option D here is the correct. So here I have written that one, P plus Q into P plus Q, and here first P distributive property I will apply first, P square plus PQ, and again I will apply the distributive property. This will be QP plus Q square. So it will be D only. So next is question number 88. A matrix has eigenvalue -2 and -1. The corresponding eigenvectors are 1 -2 transpose and 1 -1 transpose respectively. The matrix is. So there are 2 to 3 methods to find out what is the matrix. I have followed one method, and this is the diagonalization of the matrix. So here I have followed that one. So you can also check if the functions are like, if the options are like that, you can first check as the sum of eigenvalues is equal to the trace of the matrix. What is the trace? Sum of the diagonal elements. So what is the sum of eigenvalues? Sum of eigenvalues is equal to, here sum of eigenvalues -2 and -3. What is the sum? Sum is equal to minus 3. Sum is equal to -3. Then we will check the trace of each matrix. Matrix A has a trace is equal to, 1 minus 2, 1 minus 2. This is -1. This is not correct. And again this one is -3. This one is -3. This one is also -3, and this one is also -3. So we are having three options, option B, C and D, among which one will be true. And we can also another check that to product of the eigenvalues is equal to determinant of the matrix. Then what will be the product is equal to, here the eigenvalue product is equal to 2. -2 into -1 is equal to +2. And what is the determinant of A matrix? Determinant of A matrix is, this one will be -2 plus 1, which is equal to -1. -2 plus 1, which is equal to -1. So this is not the answer. Again here -4 plus 4 minus 4 plus 4, it is getting to be 0, it is getting to be 0. So this is also not the answer. Next is plus 2 minus 0. So this is getting plus 2 which is equal to the product of eigenvalues. So now again this is 0 plus 2 which is equal to 0 for D. So sorry, which is equal to 2. So in case of C and D, both cases what we are getting, determinant is 2 which is equal to the product of eigenvalues. So we cannot choose by this method because we are having two options now also. We are having C and D. We have to choose which one is the correct. So I have followed another diagonalization method. If first choose these two methods to find out what is the correct matrix, then you will go for the diagonalization method. Diagonalization method is first V1 is the first eigenvector, this one is the second eigenvector, V2 is the second eigenvector, and P is here the matrix containing eigenvectors. That means 1 minus 2, 1 minus 2, minus 1 minus 1, sorry 1 minus 1. This one is the P vector, and D vector is a diagonal matrix having the principal diagonal as the eigenvalues. So what are eigenvalues? Minus 2 and minus 1. So D vector is this one. So again, what is matrix A? Matrix A is represented by P D P inverse. P, what is P matrix? P matrix is this one. P D matrix is diagonalization matrix, and P inverse. So what is this one? This one is A, P, and this one is D, and this one is P inverse. P inverse is this much. P inverse is this much. I have already calculated this one, and you will find to be, you will first multiply these two, these two, and again multiply this result to this one. So what we will get? 0 1 minus 2 minus 3, 0 1 minus 2 minus 3. So option D is correct answer. So you can use this diagonalization method. And what is important here? What is P matrix, what is D matrix, and what is A matrix? So P matrix is the matrix containing the eigenvectors, and D matrix is the diagonal matrix containing the principal diagonal elements as the eigenvalues. And what is A matrix? A matrix is the P D P inverse. So this is the complete solution. Again, you can also solve by this method also. You have to check Ax is equal to lambda x, and it may be true for anything or may not be, as I have already checked like this, like eigenvalue sum and eigenvalue product. So this is the perfect method. Again, given that A matrix is equal to minus 5 minus 3 2 0, and I is equal to 1 0 0 1, and the value of AQ is, so this is very interesting question. So you will find out this one by Cayley-Hamiltonian theorem. So this is what this theorem tells. Theorem tells that every square matrix obey its own characteristic equation. Then what is the characteristic equation? Characteristic equation is lambda I minus A is equal to 0, or A minus lambda I is equal to 0. That means determinant of lambda I minus A is equal to 0. You can also write A minus lambda I, because it is equal to 0. We can multiply minus 1 in both sides, minus I in both sides. So what we are getting, the characteristic equation is, and this is not actually the this one is the determinant sign, this is not the matrix sign. This one is determinant, but this one is matrix sign. Sorry, this one is determinant sign. And here what we are getting, this one is the characteristic equation, lambda into lambda plus 5 plus 6 is equal to 0. This is the characteristic equation of matrix A. So if we solve this one, what we will get? Lambda square plus 5 lambda is equal to minus 6, and lambda square is equal to minus 5 lambda minus 6. And according to the Cayley-Hamilton theorem, what we will get? A square, as this is the characteristic equation. This characteristic equation will be followed by the matrix itself. And what is the root of characteristic equation? Characteristic equation roots, that is lambda is the eigenvalue. Here lambda has two values, and two values are the eigenvalues of that matrix. So we are not considering the eigenvalues here, we are considering about the AQ. We have to find out AQ. So as lambda square is equal to minus 5 lambda minus 6, a square will be equal to minus 5a minus 6i, minus 5a minus 6i. I is the identity matrix of order 2. So a square we are getting, then a q you will get, then a q will be a into a square, a into a square. So a into a square, we have already find out this one is the a square. We will put this and we will find out what is a q. A q is equal to a into minus 5a minus 6i, which is equal to minus 5a square minus 6a. So here again we are getting a square here. Again we will put what is a square value. A square value is minus 5a minus 6i, and if we solve this one, what we will get 19a plus 30i, 19a plus 30i, 19a plus 30i. This is the answer. Next question is, the eigenvalues of skew symmetric matrix are, eigenvalues of skew symmetric matrix are either 0 or purely imaginary. Option D here is the correct answer. Next question, question number 91 is here given the value of a limit, 1 plus 1 by x whole to the power x is, this is a standard formula, direct formula, and there are also another formulas. We can say that limit x tends to 0, but is given here limit x tends to infinity, 1 plus 1 by x whole to the power x. So also there are formula where limit x tends to 0, 1 plus x whole to the power 1 by x is equal to e. Another formula is limit x tends to 0, 1 plus ax whole to the power 1 by x is equal to e to the power a. Another formula is limit x tends to infinity, 1 plus a by x whole to the power x is equal to e to the power a. So these are the formulas we have to remember. These are direct formulas, and we can also prove it. Using different conditions and different methods. So we are now not doing that one. That one will be lengthy one. So next question is, minimum of real valued function f(x) is equal to x minus 1 whole to the power 2 by 3 occurs at x equal to. So here x is given to the x minus 1 whole to the power 2 by 3. So x prime, that is x differential of fx prime is differential, that is del fx by del x is equal to 2 by 3 into x minus 1 whole to the power minus 1 by 3. This one is the differential, and what we will get, this one is 2 by 3 by x minus 1 whole to the power 1 by 3, whole to the power 1 by 3 is equal to 0. And if we take this one, there is no solution for this one, because if we multiply this one to 0, there will be nothing. So it have no solution. First thing, it has no solution, that is no stationary point. No stationary point can be found. So different approach is that x minus 1 whole to the power 2 by 3, I can write it to be like this: fx is equal to x minus 1 whole to the power 1 by 3 whole to the power 2. So here this may be any value, always this value will be positive, because here is a square, and here in the question given that real valued function, that means fx will have always a real value and will not have the complex value. So we can say that due to this square, fx will always have a positive value, not complex values, and always the real values. So I can say that for x is equal to 1, suppose I will put 1 here, 1 minus 1 whole to the power 1 by 3 whole square, 1 minus 1 is 0. So 0 is the minimum positive value, we know that. And for this one, I can say that for x is equal to 1, this will have the minimum value. So here B is the correct answer. So what is the theme of this question? Theme of the question is, we cannot use the differential method to find out the minimum value or the stationary point of this matrix. We have to use the conventional method, or you have to analyze that function, so that we can find out the x value for minimum of fx. Next question is question number 93. The value of limit x tends to infinity, x minus sin x by 1 minus cos x is. So here what is given, x minus sin x by 1 minus cos x. So I will do one thing, I will divide x in both numerator part and denominator part. What we will get, 1 minus sin x by x, 1 minus sin x by x by 1 minus by 1 minus 1 by x minus the sin cos x by x. So this is the division with x in both numerator and denominator. So if I put the limit to each element, that means this one, this one, this one, this one, what will get? What we will get, this one will be 1, this is a constant, and limit x tends to infinity, sin x by x is equal to 0, that is limit x tends to infinite, sin x by x is equal to 0, this one is 0. Again 1 by x, x tends to infinity is also 0, and cos x by x, limit x tends to 0 is also 0. So what we are getting, 1 by 0, that means infinite. So answer here is infinite. Infinite. In previous year, one of the gate question there was, what was that question? That question was x minus sin x by x minus cos x, not 1 minus cos x. So for that one, answer will be different. Next question is, at x is equal to 0, the function fx is equal to x cube plus 1 has, so here fx is given to be x cube plus 1. So now what is the f dash x? F dash x is the 3x square, which is equal to 0, and x is equal to 0. So 0 here is a optimal point or stationary point. So f double dash is equal to 6x, and for x is equal to 0, this is 0. So we have to find out the next step, and the next step is x triple derivative. Fx has the triple derivative, which is equal to 6 and which is not equal to 0. So what we are getting, as here we are getting 0 and here not equal to 0, in the next step this is a point of inflation. This is the procedure to find out the minima, maxima, or the point of inflation. If this one is a positive or negative point, we can comment on this one as this is in minima or maxima respectively, but here this is 0. So as this is a 0, so we can comment on this like this is a this is not a stationary point, this is an inflation point. This is a point of inflation. D, option D here is the correct answer. Next question is question number 95. Roots of algebraic equation x cube plus x square plus x plus 1 is equal to 0 are. So here we have to find out the roots. This is very simple question. X square into x plus 1 plus x plus 1 is equal to 0, and x plus 1 taken common wholly, what will get? X square plus 1 is equal to 0, and for this one x plus 1 is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 1. For x square plus 1 is equal to 0, x square is equal to minus 1, and x is equal to plus minus j. So here option A is the correct answer. Next question is, the value of double integration from 0 to 3 from 0 to x 6 minus x minus y dy dx is. So here is the question, and we have to solve this one. First thing, the internal integration is of with respect to y, and here the limit is given 0 and x is equal to y is equal to 0 and y equal to x. Here this one is y equal to 0 and here y equal to x. This one is the given, and we have to find out the integration. So first we will eliminate the innermost integration. What is innermost integration value? 0, 3, from 0 to 3, this one will be 6y minus xy minus y square by 2 from 0 to x, and if we put the values, what we will get? 6x minus x square minus x square by 2, and then again we will integrate with respect to x. What we will get? 6 into x square by 2 minus x cube by 3 minus x cube by 6 from 0 to 3, and it will be, if we put the values from 3 to 0, from 3 it will be 13.5, from it will be 13.5. so answer is 13.5. Next is given that y is equal to x square plus 2x plus 10, the value of dy by dx z is equal to 0 is equal to. So actually this question, in this question z is nothing, there is no z in this question. So here suppose this is x is equal to 0. What is x is equal to 0? So dy by dx is equal to will be 2x plus 2, and for x is equal to 1, value will be 4. Option B here is the correct answer, and in this question z is equal to 1 is nothing, and this is not a complex question. First thing. Next question is, in a Taylor series expansion of e to the power x plus sin x about the point x is equal to pi, the coefficient of x minus pi whole square is. So Taylor series expansion is given like that: f of x is equal to f a plus x minus a into f dash a plus x minus a whole square by 2 factorial into f dash f double dash a, and so on. So for x a is equal to pi, this will be f of pi plus x minus pi into f dash of pi plus x minus pi square by 2 factorial, which is equal to 2 into f double dash pi. So here what we will get, asking for this the coefficient of this one, x minus pi whole square. So what is the coefficient? Coefficient is f double prime x by 2, that means double derivative of x, and we will put the value of x as pi by 2, pi whole by 2. So this will be the coefficient. So first thing, fx is equal to e to the power x plus sin x. What will be f dash x? F dash x is equal to e to the power x plus cos x. F double dash x is equal to e to the power x minus sin x. And f double dash, that means f double prime pi. If we put x is equal to pi, it will be e to the power pi minus sin pi, and sin pi value is 0. So what we are getting? E to the power pi. So what will be the coefficient? E to the power pi by 2, e to the power pi by 2, that means 0.5 e to the power pi. Next question is question number 99. Question number 99, the value of integral of the function g of xy is equal to 4x cube plus 10y to the power 4 along the straight line segment from the point 0 0 to 1 2 in the xy plane is. So here g of xy is given, and the line segment is given in 2-point form. So for 2-point form, what is the line equation? In 2-point form, equation formula is y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 is into x minus x1. So here I have put the formula, and what we are getting, y is equal to 2x is the line formula, and here y is equal to mx plus c, and here there is no c, that means there is no positive or negative intersection with respect to y. It goes through the origin itself. And so this is the line I have drawn here, and we have to find out along this line the integral value. So along this line what we are getting, y is equal to 2x. So in this integral part, here we are getting y to the power 4, we will put y is equal to 2x here, y is equal to 2x here, and it will convert to be only x value in that function, and we will take the integral with respect to x only. So what will happen here? Here given that 4x cube plus 10y4 dx from x is equal to 0 to 1. We can do in both ways. We can convert to all the functions to y, or we can convert all the functions to x. And if we convert to y, there will be dy, and function here it will be from 0 to 2. From y will be from 0 to 2, and I have taken here from 0 to 1 for x values. And here I have put y is equal to 2x, which is equal to 4x to the power 4 by 4 plus 160x to the power 5 by 5, and which is equal to, this is the integral value. And if I put the values of the 1, what we will get? 2 to the power, here 160 by 5 will be 32, here this one will be 1. So 1 plus 32, which will equal to 33. Here option C is the correct answer. The value of integral minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 x cos x is equal to, this is 0, because x cos x is an odd function. X cos x is itself an even function, but x cos x is an odd function. As this one is a odd function, we can say that this integral value will be 0. Next is the iteration step in order to solve for the cube root of a given number n using the Newton-Raphson method is. So here we have to find out the cube root of number n. That means cube root of n is equal to x, and x cube will be equal to n. So I can say that x cube minus n is equal to 0. I have formed the equation. Then f dash of x is equal to 3x square, and x of n is equal to, this is the formula, x of n minus f of xn by f dash of xn. This is the Newton-Raphson process, and this is the n plus 1th iteration, and it will take the values of nth iteration and it will be solved. So what we are getting, what is f of xn? F of xn is xn whole to the power cube minus n, and f dash xn is equal to 3xn square. 3xn square we have already written here. Only we have put the nth iteration. So its value will be, if we take common and if we will solve this one, what we will get? 1 by 3 into 2xn cube plus capital N by xn cube. So this is the answer here. Option B here is the correct answer. Next question is, given that one root of the equation x cube minus 10x square plus 31x minus 30 is equal to 0 is 5, then the other roots are, one root is given 5. So you can also find out root by any other method, but as here the options are given, we can put the options and find if it is equal to 0, then those are the answers. So we will first select the option 1, that is we will put first x is equal to 2 and then we will put x is equal to 3, and what we are getting for x is equal to 2 is the option is satisfied, that means is equal to 0, and also for the 3. So this option A is also is the correct answer here. And if you want to say, choose another options, then you can you have not to select this one, because this will be minus minus and this will be not 0 here. So you should not test option D, you can test 4 only, x is equal to 4, what will be the answer. So I have checked only option A and I will get the answer here. So here are two groups, we have to match them. So I am explaining the answer directly. Newton-Raphson method is for solving non-linear equations. Then Ron's-Kutta method is used for solving ordinary differential equations. Again, Simpson's rule is for numerical integration method, and Gauss elimination method for solving linear simultaneous equations. So these are the options, and here from the options, option C here is the correct answer. Next question is question number 104. Backward Euler's method for solving the differential equation dy by dx is equal to f of xy is specified by, so here is the backward Euler's method, yn plus 1 minus yn by h is equal to f of xn plus 1 yn plus 1. So this is the expression. So this expression here written indirectly, that means yn plus 1 is equal to yn plus 1, this h is multiplied here and this yn is taken to be right side. So here option B here is the correct answer. Next question is, in the interval 0 to pi, the equation x is equal to cos x has one solution, exactly one solution, exactly two solution, and infinite number of solutions. So here equation is given to be x is equal to cos x, s is equal to cos x, and interval is 0 to pi. So from 0 to pi, here is the cos x, and from 0 to pi, this is the range, and what we are getting for x is equal to cos x, that means here the cos x value is 0, here cos x value is 1. So there is a point between 0 to pi by 2, and what is pi by 2 value in radian? 1.57, and between these value there is a point for which there is a point in x axis for which x is equal to cos x, and what is that point? I have actually calculated this one by iteration method, and this is coming to be 0.739. You can check this by your calculator, scientific calculator, by first put your calculator in radian mode, then find out cos this much, cos 0.739, and its value will be 0.739 something. So this is the value for which x is equal to cos x. So there is only one solution, exactly one solution. Option B here is the correct answer. The value of I to the power I, where I is equal to root over of 1, is given by, I have already solved this question in the probable question for AEE also, and this one directly asked, and also another question in the this question also, 108 question also. So you will solve this one. We will take y is equal to I to the power I. So what is I? I value is e to the power minus I pi by 2, because e to the power I pi by 2 is cos pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2. That means cos pi by 2 is 0, then I sin pi by 2 will be 1, then there will be only remaining I. So I can be represented like this. I can be represented like this. So if I take ln, that means log of both sides, what we will get, ln y is equal to I ln I, and I value I have put this one, and it will be I into I pi by 2 ln e, and ln e is equal to 1, and I into I is equal to minus 1. So ln y is equal to minus pi by 2, minus pi by 2. So y is equal to e to the power minus pi by 2. So here answer is e to the power minus pi by 2, minus pi by 2. Answer is e to the power minus pi by 2, which is equal to I to the power I, and here no option is given, no option is given. Next question is cos phi can be represented as, this is the direct thing, e to the power I phi plus e to the power minus I phi by 2. Here I have also mentioned this one, e to the power I phi is equal to cos phi plus I sin phi, and e to the power minus I phi is equal to cos phi minus I sin phi. If we add this one, this will be 2 cos I phi, which is equal to e to the power I phi plus e to the power minus I phi, and cos I phi is equal to e to the power I phi plus e to the power minus I phi by 2. So here this one is the direct thing. And the next question is given, e to the power z is a periodic function with a period of dash. So e to the power z is a complex number, x plus I y. So I can represent this like e to the power x plus e to the power I y into e to the power I y. So I can write it that e to the power I y can be represented in a trigonometric form like this, e to the power x whole into cos y plus I sin y, cos y plus I sin y. So e to the power x into cos y can be represented as cos y plus 2n pi, because for cos and sin both functions the periodicity is 2n pi, 2n multiplication of pi. So I can write like this, and again I have to convert this one to exponential. What we will get, e to the power x is equal to e to the power I into y plus 2n pi, y plus 2n pi. So e to the power x plus iy plus 2n pi I, and again e to the power x plus e to the power y is z. So what we are getting lastly what we are getting, e to the power z plus 2 pi ni. So this has periodicity of 2 pi ni, 2 pi ni, 2 pi ni. So what are the options given here? That means e to the power z is equal to e to the power z plus 2 pi ni. That means periodicity is 2 pi ni. So here given that 2 pi I for n is equal to 1. So here this one is the period. Next question is given, zq is equal to z. Then z is a complex number not equal to 0. Z is solution of z, asking for solution of z. So here zq minus z is equal to 0, z into z square minus 1 is equal to 0, z is equal to z plus 1 into z minus 1 is equal to 0. So what we are getting, z is equal to 0, z is equal to 1, z is equal to minus 1. So here you can say that in the question given that is not equal to 0, z is a complex number not equal to 0. So first solution is not to be taken. So only we have two options, z is equal to 1 and z is equal to minus 1, z is equal to 1 and minus 1. So here if we take the options, z square here given options are the, then question is given, then the z is a solution of this should be the equations, and this should be equations. This question is wrong because the options given here are not equations. Options should be given in terms of equations. So if they are given in equations, I have taken to be 1 because I have got the reference of this question, because these questions are generally asked like this, zq is equal to z bar, and this is the solution of what, this should be the options. But in this question what is asked, zq is equal to z, and z is not a z is a complex number not equal to 0. So here if we take the options, what will be the answers? Z square is equal to 1, for z is equal to 1 or minus 1, for both the values this satisfies, and for z is equal to 3 this will not satisfy, because for z is equal to minus 3, zq will be minus 1, this will be minus 1, so this is not correct. Z4 also supports, but if we solve Z4, solve Z4 is equal to 1, it will give us these values, so this is also not correct, correct here. Z9 is also 1, this is not correct because Z9 is equal to Z of 9, if we put Z is equal to -1, it will not be positive 1. So here we can take that option A here is the correct answer only when these are given to be the equations, because given that then Z is a solution of equations, not the values. Next question is the bilinear transformation W is equal to Z minus 1 by Z plus 1. So here we have to transform this one, and this is very lengthy question one, this one is very lengthy. So what we have to transform from Z transform to W transform. So here this one is the very lengthy question, so I will explain this one right now. So here W is equal to Z minus 1 by Z plus 1, which is equal to, I am taking to be U plus IV, where this is a complex function, and W I am taking to be AZ plus B by CZ plus D, and here A is equal to 1, C is equal to 1, B is equal to -1, D is equal to 1. Taking these values, I am taking to be this one. So these are nothing to be worry about this one. So now Fz is equal to Az plus B plus by Cz plus D, and Z is equal to Z will be minus W minus 1 by W minus 1. How this is coming? W is equal to, we are taking to be this one, and if we multiply W into Z plus 1, this one, W into Z plus 1 is equal to Z minus 1, and Wz plus W is equal to Z minus 1, and Wz minus Z is equal to W minus 1 minus W, and Z is equal to minus W minus 1 by W minus 1. So this one is finalized. So now what is given in the question? And what are the options? Options here given that match the inside of the unit circle in Z plane to the left half of the W plane. So W plane. So we will first check the inside of unit circle of complex plane. So for Z plane inside of unit circle means this much unit circle, that means Z mod is equal to 1. This one is the Z mod is equal to 1 inside of this one, that means Z mod is smaller than 1. If is equal to 1 means this is circle, and smaller than means inside the circle, and Z what we are taken to be Z is equal to minus W minus 1 by W minus 1, which is smaller than 1 now. So if I put the values of W, which is equal to U plus IV, what we will get? U plus IV plus 1 by here, what I will solve this one, and what I am getting, I am coming to the last one. I will gather the real values and imaginary values, and here as here mod is given, mod means the magnitude is real value square plus imaginary value square, then root over, and from the both side I have taken out the root overs, and what we are getting? U square plus 2u plus 1 plus v square, here also u square minus 2u plus 1 plus v square, and cancelling out v square from both side, and u square from both side, 1 from both side, what we will get? 4u is smaller than 0 and u is smaller than 0. So what is it concluding? It concluding means if we take Z smaller than 1, Z mod smaller than 1, it results U to be smaller than 0. That means this one is the inside of the unit circle in Z plane, and U is the value in W plane. U and V are the parameters, U and here V, and what we are getting? U is smaller than 0. That means this side, that means left side of the W plane. So here option A is the correct answer, because it is given that this maps the inside of unit circle in Z plane to the left half of W plane, Z plane to W plane mapping. So option A here is the correct answer. Next question is question number 111. Inverse Laplace transform of the function s plus 5 by s plus 1 plus s plus 3. So first we will do the partial fraction, and then we will do the inverse Laplace transform. By the partial fraction, what we are getting? 2 by s plus 1 minus 1 by s plus 3, and for 2 by s plus 1 it is 2 into e to the power minus t, and 1 by s plus 3, it is e to the power minus 3t. So this is the answer. This is the answer. Answer is option C. Option C here. Next is the Laplace transform of e to the power alpha t cos alpha t is equal to, for cos alpha t only, this is s by s plus alpha square. S by s plus alpha square. But e to the power alpha t, cos alpha t is equal to s minus alpha by s minus alpha square plus alpha square. So option A here is the correct answer. Next question is question number 113, and this is a partial differential equation, and asking for degree and order. So what is a degree? Degree is the power or the exponent of the highest order derivative in this equation. So what are the highest order derivative? Here are two highest order derivatives, that, and the order is 2. And what are the degrees? Degree are 1 for both the cases. So here the degree is 1 and order is 2. So in this option, options, there is no degree 1 and order 2. So here is nothing given. So this should be 2. There are so many questions which are wrongly written, or there are typing mistakes. Next question is question number 114. The number of boundary conditions required to solve the differential equation del square phi by del x square plus del square phi by del y square is equal to 0 is. So here options are given 0, 2, 4 and 1, and here this is 2 order of for x and 2 order for y. So there will be 4 arbitrary constants, and as there are 4 arbitrary constants, there will be 4 boundary conditions will be required to solve this one. So next question is the one dimensional heat conduction partial differential equation del T by del capital T by del T is equal to del square capital T by del x square is. So here this is parabolic, hyperbolic, elliptic and mixed. So this is parabolic. How we are finding out? General, the partial differential equation are given like this. This is the general form: a del square u by del x square plus b del square u by del x del y plus c del square u by del y square plus f of x y u p q is equal to 0. And here we are only considering the a b c, and from that only we can find out what type of partial differential equation is representing the shape. So b square minus 4ac, we have to find out the coefficients of this one are a b c, and we have to find out b square minus 4ac. So if b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, this is parabolic. If it is greater than 0, then it is hyperbolic, and this is smaller than 0, then this is elliptic. So what we are getting here, a is the coefficient of del square u by del x square. So here if we take instead of u, you will take t. So here a is equal to 1. Here a is equal to 1. What is b? B is equal to 0 and c is equal to 0. B is equal to 0, C is equal to 0. So b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. 0 means parabolic. 0 means parabolic. So here option A is the correct answer. Next question is question number 116. A box contains 25 parts, of which 10 are defective. 10 are defective. 2 parts are being drawn simultaneously in a random manner from the box. The probability of both the parts being good is. So here 25 parts are given, and among the 25 parts 10 are defective. So fine parts are 15. So number of ways for selecting 2 from 15 is 15c2. Number of ways of selecting 2 from 25 is 25c2. So what is the probability of finding the two parts are to be fine is 15c2 by 25c2, which is equal to 7 by 20. Option A here is the correct answer. Next question number 117. A fair unbiased coin was tossed 4 times in succession and resulted in the given outcomes: head, head, head and head. The probability of obtaining a tail when the coin is tossed again. So this is very independent event. That means coin has only 2 faces, head and tail. If we toss a coin, then it has probability of getting head or tail is half. So this is an independent event. So here this will be half only. Next, the marks obtained by 100 students is given in an examination are given. We have to find out mean, median and mode. So this is a statistics question, and what are the mean? Mean is the marks, addition of all marks and by the number. So here by 20 number of students, what they have scored 25. So you have to add all these things. So number obtained into number of students for each section, and it will coming to be 33. Mean is coming to be 33. Median is the average of the mid value. Mid value, what is the mid value? From, if we calculate from this count from this 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 50 and 50 50 and 51th are the midpoints. And what will be the 50 and 50 points marks? This one will 35, because here 20 24 20 will be 40, this one will be 40, and here 40. That means here 40 and plus 10 from this one, this will be 50 and 51. So all 50 and 51 are scoring 35. So what will be the average? 35 plus 35 by 2, this is 35. So median is 35. What is the mode? Most frequently availing the value. So what is most frequent? Frequent is 35, because 40 students are scoring 35. So mode is 35. So here answer is 33, 35, 35. Next question is, a box contains 4 white balls and 3 red balls. In succession, 2 balls are randomly selected and removed from the box. Given that first removed ball is white, the probability that the second removed ball is red. So here what is given? White ball are 4, red ball are 3. Total ball is 7. So given that the first removed ball is white and probability that the second removed ball is red. So removing first ball is white is constant. So I can say that PB by A is equal to probability of drawing a red ball when first ball drawn is white. So what is the probability? First ball is white. First thing is 3C1 probability of drawing red ball. There are red ball, 3 red balls. So what is the probability of selecting? Probability, the number of selecting methods, 3C1. Then what is the selection? Because one has already been selected from 7. There are only 6 balls. 6 from 6C1. So this will be half. Next question is, the standard deviation of uniformly distributed random variable between 0 to 1. So this is the formula, b minus a by root over of 12. So 1 minus 0 by root over of 12. So here option A is the correct answer. So you will solve next questions in the next video.